Be a good one, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on their Beltway rivals, the Baltimore Ravens. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice foot.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one downfield for Dotson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Ravens 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. The tally there, -8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well. Here's Jordan Stout now. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Baltimore defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
2nd down, Howell now. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Well, we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a number of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now Jackson on 1st down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. They work now on 2nd and 9. Brissett going to move them around here. 2nd and 9 now. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things up. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 10. They go play action with Brissett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Brissett again. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
Pretty ideal right there. Keeping yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go play action with Jackson. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Jackson to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Partner, I think this is what long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Brissett's throw complete to Dotson.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Robinson with another carry.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw, Brissett.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Jackson, there he goes, right side. There he goes up the right sideline. And he's all the way across the 50 before he's finally pushed out of bounds.
A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
13.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
18 more yards there and another 1st down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
At the Commanders' 21-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
3rd and 2. He'll get this to Flowers, left side.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Ravens are back within a score.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
19. Set. Go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
19.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go.
Here's Brissett. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
Oh, nice move. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Brissett now. Oh, the ball comes incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Brissett going to move him around here.
Brissett from the gun on third. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
He's got some space. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Hey, report.
Here's Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Play fake, Brissett.
A quick throw there is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Brissett. He finds Robinson. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Touchdown! From a yard out, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13.
Commanders 20, Ravens 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
Good footwork at the 30. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts,
as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brissett. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Jahad Dotson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13.
Commanders 27, Ravens 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Report. Hey, middle.
Jackson on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at 35-yard line.
Go.
Duvernay in motion.
Now Jackson on first down.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
Now he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Baltimore Ravens. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Tucker's kick is good, and that gets him back within 10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Oh, now a hit and a loose football. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens 17.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Now an option play on second down.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt it. First down.
That's good for a Baltimore Ravens.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On first and 10, it's Jackson rolling to his right.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
No, we changed it.
Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense, though? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
You change it.
Now it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Jackson's going to keep it.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out.
And the Ravens have cut it back within a score.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
First down, Brissett. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Out of the gun, Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Play action now. Brissett. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
138 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Go ahead. 13.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hey, middle.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
15-yard touchdown ground.
And the Ravens have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
And that flag accepted.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Back near his goal line, Brissett. And his throw here's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's Brissett.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Muscles him off. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Brissett to throw on first. Falls incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Brissett.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. this offense on third down today. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage we just saw break out on third down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And quickly they get to the line.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Washington.
Hey, kill.
A first down throw for Brissett.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson, option right. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Excellent job on the keeper, 20 yards and a first down.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Now Brissett. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
complete. It's Dodson. And, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This pass hauled in by Dodson. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, they clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
At the 46-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at the 40. To throw, Brissett. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Brissett now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion brings us 1 step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. To throw is Brissett. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's a give up the middle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Now the ball comes loose. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Throwing, Szn. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens are looking like they're going to come away with a victory. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Baltimore, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my brother.